Hello, my name's Triangle Cool Guy, and welcome to Let's Suppose Such. I'm here with
I'm
Waffle.
a waffle.
Yes,
Oh,
Waffle Taco 86.
you introduced me and I introduced myself at the same time. But
Yes.
yeah,
So, today we are going to be doing. I don't think we really have to introduce it. They would just look in the description, I guess.
I guess so.
Alright. Whoops. I screwed that up fast. That's a new world record.
I mean, they don't necessarily not have to know my name. Or you could just bleep that and it'd be really funny that you just doxed me.
Okay. Alright. Waffle.
Yes, hello, Triangle.
Let's suppose such that you are on a boat. Okay. This is a cool boat. Where there's a lot of people on the boat. It's like a cruise and you're on it because
Nice.
that's what you're on. You're on the cruise and there's a lot of people. Your family's not there. You're a person. You're an individual person. So you decide, hey, I'm hungry and dying, and if I don't eat, I die. So you walk outside to the restaurant thing, which you therein go back inside, and now
I'm
you're
dirt
in the
poor.
restaurant.
I cannot pay for food. I'm kind of a little bit broke.
Um,
I mean, I have like
well,
20.
it's like all inclusive because you're cool like that. Your buddy Richard from work just hook you up. All right.
You are my boss? I don't know who
Okay, Richard hook you up, alright? And now you're on a boat in the middle of the Pacific and you are hungry. Be hungry, okay?
Okay.
What are you gonna order?
I think I'm gonna order a
They don't have
burger.
that.
I'm
They
gonna
don't have
get
that either.
I'm gonna look at the freaking menu,
They have ice cream.
then I'll get some ice cream.
That's all they have here on this boat is ice cream. They just flavor the ice cream depending on. Okay,
Well,
burger flavored ice cream. That's what you're going with, and you try it, and it's gross. So you just order vanilla.
wait. Who said I wanted the burger flavored ice
Well,
cream?
you said a burger, so that's what the cashier interpreted that as. Oh, a burger flavored ice cream.
I thought the cashier said we didn't have any burgers.
Well, I mean they do, but due to company policy, they have to put it in the blender and put it into the ice cream mix.
Okay. I Well, if they're blending up a burger, then yeah, if I don't have any food, I can just jump over the counter, smack someone in the face for only serving ice cream, and steal the burgers.
Okay, so you have a burger now because you with your kind caring words and of course your fist, you
Yes.
managed to convince him that you're hungry and starving. So you have a burger now. Um you forgot the fries, so you smack him again, grab the fries, and sit back down. So you eat your food and you hear boom. Um yeah, so like an explosion type thing.
Interesting. I'm 90% sure you
This is
just.
I'm trying so hard not to base this on Life of Pi. I
I was
am.
about to say you're completely just ripping off Life of Pi.
I mean, I saw a story on the internet. I just tried to right before this. I looked up, hey, stories, and one of them was just a boat. So I was like, oh, I should put this on a boat, but I'm not gonna like put animals on it or anything. At first, I was like, what if I just do a boat with animals on it? And I was like, no.
Okay,
Okay,
so I hear an explosion.
you've read Life of Pi at this point, and every part of your life leading up to this, you're like, that's wrong. So what do you do?
I would immediately run towards the nearest lifeboat because I know where this is heading.
There's many lifeboats on the boat. You hear like an intercom because this is a rich people boat. Boo doo. Attention passengers. We're gonna die. And then everybody just starts yelling, screaming, and rushing to the lifeboat. And they start saying, "Children and women only." I'm kidding. No, this is not the Titanic. I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah,
Sorry,
they just start loading
I'm
everybody
3 years
on.
old.
You were the first one there, of course, so they load you on and you get going. They all take off in different directions because that's just how this works, I guess. So
What?
like
Separate.
you're kind of stranded right now with your buddies. And there's like 5 people on this lifeboat. You just happened to get into the smallest one. Oh, boohoo, so sad. You are with a girl named Jenny. I'm gonna forget these names. I'm gonna write them down.
I'm also gonna write them down.
Okay. There's you. There's oh frick. There's Jenny. We're both writing in the same place. There's you. There's Jenny. There's Robert and Pam. So 2 boys, 2 girls on this raft. Or not raft. It's not a raft. It's a lifeboat. A very cool one.
Wait. You said there's me and 5 other people. And
Did
you
I?
just said me and 3 other people.
Oh, well,
Did
I
I
meant
already
like.
eat them? Like
Already? What do you.
going with it?
Already? What do you. Like, oh man, I'm just so hungry.
I mean,
That burger has me starved.
I definitely was gonna do that later on, but yeah.
Okay, so you, Jenny, Robert, and Pam are just floating in the Pacific right now.
Okay.
And it's like, you know those things that you can like rent at hotels that are like kabuis. What is a kabui?
I don't know.
The thing where you row on it.
Yeah. A
It does
canoe?
not have food or anything on it. This is like a normal lifeboat. Stuff
I
starts
just
floating
hopped
up off
in a
of
canoe.
the big boat. But it turns out the big boat only like sinks a little bit because it's layers and stuff. So it sinks a little. And then people are like, oh, I mean, that's cool. So then people get back on the boat and start like getting their stuff and like getting food out. So you're back on the boat, like the big boat. And then boom, another explosion. The ship
Said
goes
I
down a
wanted
little
to
bit.
get back on the boat. Why
Well,
do
because
you
like
keep
it's only synced like 1 layer deep.
I don't. I
Okay, so then you hear another one, boom, and then everybody's like, oh, back on the lifeboats again. And then you and the same people, Jenny, Robert, and Pam, back on this lifeboat.
No.
And you
I'm
notice,
not getting back on that lifeboat. It's going 1 layer at a time. I'm not gonna go back and forth, back and forth,
okay,
back and forth. That's such a
they
waste.
order you to get back on. So you get back on and
I
notice,
punch him in
hey,
the face and go
just
back to
like
the
you said,
burger.
it only went down 1 layer. And then Pam's like, hey, my layer's next. Can I get my stuff? And they're like, fine. So they let Pam go get her stuff.
And then I say, "Hey, that's sexist." And then I get back on the boat because no
You
one
get back
wants
on
to
the
be
boat.
both.
Okay. You get back on the boat, and it's been a
I
while since you've heard another boom. So
I
it would
immediately go and steal all the ice cream burgers.
you steal the ice cream burgers. Let's not do that. Okay. They closed the restaurant. Because everybody's outside right now,
And
outside on like the top of the boat. You what?
I opened the
You
restaurant.
can't open. Okay. I'm deciding that you decide to go down and like investigate, okay? So you're
Okay.
investigating now this area and the next floor that's about to go down. You're investigating it. What room? There's 5 rooms. Do you go into the first room, second room, third room, fourth room, fifth room?
I go into the stairs and back to the burger place. Take all the burgers, put them in the lifeboat. Eat Pam.
Eat Pam. Okay.
Now
No,
here's the
please pick a room to go in.
Now here's my logic.
Yes.
There's Jenny, Robert, and Pam. Right now, although technically it's 50-50, the other people in currently there's 2 girls and 1
There's nobody
guy.
else there. It's just you and Pam on that level. And Pam's in her room, which is the third. Pam's in the third room.
Pam's in the third room. I think I'm gonna go into the third room, help her pack her bags, throw her out the window, and steal her bags, bring them back to the lifeboat.
Okay, you
Say
decide to
she
help
did it.
Pam and not freaking kill her.
Why not?
So you're helping Pam pack her stuff into her suitcase. And um you help her, and then you get the stuff back up, and you're like, "Hey, an explosion hasn't happened yet." And so you have, or no, Robert has this genius idea of, "Hey, when there's another explosion, what if we like witness it?" So Robert and
What
Jenny
the heck is that gonna offer? The explosion is
Robert and
letting
Jenny
this water
decide,
run.
hey, what if we stand in the stairwell? When it sinks, we go back up. So Robert and Jenny are
I
going
go to
down there
Robert
to
and
witness it,
Jenny and
okay?
say, "Hey, you guys are stupid. We're all gonna die. This
Okay,
is
so Robert and Jenny are going down
destroying
there. Pam is
of,
like,
of
that's
the
freaking stupid. So
trust."
she goes back on the
Oh,
lifeboat.
fine. I don't eat. I do not eat Pam. I go with Pam on the
Okay,
lifeboat
you
and
go with
abandon.
Pam on the lifeboat. Boom! Another explosion. You wait. You wait some more.
Yeah, they died.
Robert comes back up and he's like, Jenny's gone! And I'm like, not I'm. You're like, what?
Wait, since when were you here? Are
I'm
you just
not.
like God in this story?
No, yes, I am God. What do you think?
Okay.
Obviously. New
Okay.
religion, freaking geometry,
Okay.
geometrism. Pam is like, what? What is going? I'm sorry, forgot the accent. What was going on? And then you're also like, what's going on? So Robert's like, okay, Jenny decided, her stupid, goofy self, that I'm gonna go investigate. But I saw the explosion, and it just so happened to be in the first room where Jenny was. Boom! So Jenny is going down with the ship. So sad. You don't have time to mourn though, because Robert and Pam are like, we should go check the first room in the next floor.
Oh my
Maybe it's there.
goodness.
What?
What? Like, I thought. When do people learn? Like,
So,
how many idiots does it take
well,
to
you've
change a
noticed
light
that the
bulb?
timer has gotten bigger and bigger with each explosion. First it was like boom, boom, boom. So like it's getting bigger and bigger
No,
time
if
gaps.
anything, we're just proving that it's not reliable. It explodes at a different time every time. We can't rely on any of
So
these
you decide you're gonna
explosions.
stay back?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
gonna keep all the burgers that I stole,
You're keeping the
and
burgers.
I'm gonna sail away.
Okay. Robert and Pam go downstairs, and you are gonna witness from the lifeboat, like what they're doing through like a window. You see them walking down. You just added, I have burgers. Okay.
Note that I have burgers before you say, no, you never stole the
I'm
burgers.
just, okay, fine, sure, you stole them. So,
I have the burgers.
let's say they were giving them out and you took a few. More than you were
Yay!
supposed to. You have burgers. So now, you see Robert and Pam. They investigate the first room, and then they open the window and they're like, hey, there's a bomb. And there's a timer on it. So you're like, oh, there is a timer. 30 minutes. So, are you going to go in there now and investigate?
Oh, um,
30 minutes timer.
well, guess what?
You're not going?
The ship is still sinking.
Well, not, it sank that level. It sunk that level. But not like the level with the bomb.
Do you know how boats work?
Please just ignore that part of logic
Do you
for
think
the.
the
Okay,
Titanic sank every? Do you
okay.
think the iceberg hit
Can you
every single
please just
layer
let me
before the
enjoy
boat sank?
myself for 5 minutes?
Okay.
It's been 14 minutes since I did the intro, and you're still saying, I have burgers.
I still have burgers.
Okay. You decide, I'm making you decide that you're going to the next floor. How many floors have sunk by now? 3. So you go to the 5th floor and look in the first room. 50 minutes. So the timer does get bigger and bigger. There's a 20-minute time gap between those two. You go back down to the 4th floor. All right. who goes here? Like, who's in this room? So you search around, you find some stuff, you find an ID, a
Bomb
passport.
is a bomb. Throw it out the window.
Okay, so you try to open the window, and then you realize you're on a freaking boat, and you can't do that.
Boat?
That part of it is like, you probably shouldn't
That's
open the window.
airplanes, not boats.
Can you open? Let me. Okay,
Yes.
this is. I have to do
When's the
research.
last time you've been on a
Can
cruise?
you open window on cruise ship? It's not possible to open the portholes and picture windows in the ocean view cabin. Not in the ocean view, but this isn't really ocean view. So, I guess. Okay, so it depends what kind of cruise you're on. Let's say you can open it. You open it. So, sunk. You do the same with the other bombs. All of them sunk in the ocean now. Alright, so that's dealt with.
Oh, so now you argue the boat is still sinking.
What? It isn't.
Okay, never.
I just mean the other layers, like you throw it in the ocean.
Okay then. I'm just pointing out that if the
So now you're back on top and you're waiting for help to arrive, which will take approximately 4 hours because you're in the middle of the freaking Pacific. Boom! What? You threw all the bombs out. What the crap? So you then go back on the lifeboat and see none of the layers are sinking. And you're like, huh, that's weird. And then Pam is like, what if it wasn't like on the bottom layers? So Pam, her smart self, decides to investigate the burger shop you robbed and is like, oh my god, there's freaking bombs in here. So you go into the burger shop and there's bombs, as in multiple, that have went off. So there's just a crater inside of the burger joint.
I mean, well, clearly they didn't affect us besides audio. I say leave them be. They're
Okay.
still stuck.
They're gone. They're gone now. They've all exploded.
Okay.
So, what do you do at this point? Like, what's your course of action? Like, there may be more bombs you don't know about across the entire thing. So you could stay on the lifeboats for 4 hours.
My course of action is to yell at all of the lifeboats and say, hey, I know one of you is a terrorist. You are incredibly stupid.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. They can't let everybody away unless they know who's the terrorist because, like, domestic terrorism, so they physically cannot.
Well,
one of them's like Mexican, but that doesn't really matter. They're legal. They're like everything. They were born in the U.S. and everything. They're just Mexican. So, by the way, since that one person's Mexican, Jenny's like, it was totally the Mexican. So
kill
you hate
Jenny. Wait,
Okay.
What the heck? Jenny's already dead. You killed Jenny already.
She's from under the water. Just like, oh! Okay, hold on. Let me cross Jenny off. I'm sorry. No, Jenny's dead. That's what she would say. All right, how about that? That's what she would say. Anyway.
Okay.
So there's a terrorist here. So you yell out, I know one of you's a terrorist. And then there's super American guy just comes up and he's like, hey, yee-haw, yee-haw, yee-haw. And then you're like, what? And then he steps up to the boat and he's like, hey, how about we just kill them all? Kill them, die. Just interrogate, kill them, die. If you say something wrong, kill them, die.
Okay, that's a good point. So I take the American's gun because he obviously has one.
In his cabin, he does.
Yes, I
his
take
cabin
his
sunk.
gun. I can hold my breath for like.
You hold your breath and investigate the lower cabins because I'm gonna just interpret that as what you were doing. Despite your motive being getting the gun, you also investigate because that's how you find the gun. You do end up finding the gun, but you also find that there's no bomb remnants except for like a crater in the wall.
Well, no crap, because they went away into the ocean.
Oh,
But like,
yeah. Let's just say that you're right, yeah, and that you're not stupid, I guess, yeah. I
okay.
was gonna do some bogus crap, but, like, yeah, that makes sense. That
So
one's
I
fine.
have the gun. I go back to the top of the boat
Okay.
and I see how much ammo I have.
The policeman confiscate the gun.
I do not allow that.
They will arrest you if you do not allow that.
What's
I'm
that
not
gonna do?
allowing
I'm
you
in a
not to allow
boat.
that.
Where's the jail?
The jail? They would just hold you.
Yeah, and I have a gun. They ain't stopping
They
me.
tase you, take the gun. They leave you alone after that, like they don't arrest you or anything. They just, no gun.
It's not
Okay,
illegal
what
to
is your
hold
course
a
of
gun.
action for making you not have to stay there for more than 4 hours?
It is not
What
illegal
is
to
your first
hold
course of
a gun.
action to find out who the
I
terrorist is?
have my Second Amendment.
What is your first course of action to find
The
out
Second
who?
Amendment.
That is your. Describe what you're wanting to do.
I'm wanting to argue with the policeman that took my gun, or that tried to take my gun, because I
Okay,
have the
fine.
Second Amendment.
Alright, fine. You argue with him, hey, you can't take my gun. And you're like, and then he
I
says, I'm not taking it because I'm thinking that you're going to fire. I'm taking it because it's his. And then you feel stupid like an idiot.
no, no. I'm retrieving the gun for him.
Okay, are you going to give it to the guy?
Well, the cop doesn't know that.
Fine. You tell the cop, lying, of course. I'll give it back to him. Okay, now you have gun in hand looking across all these people on the lifeboats. All of them terrified of your just ominous presence and obviously threatening presence on this boat. Okay? You are stranded in the middle of the Pacific and need to find out
Okay.
which one of these many people are
Okay.
the bad person. Of course, a
Now,
whole layer of people died, by the way. The bottom people died.
yes, of course, of
Yeah.
course. Now, I'm fully aware that if I said, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot all of them," then you're gonna say you don't have enough ammo for that.
I actually just would have not let you. That's really smart. You don't have enough.
I shoot the lifeboats.
The lifeboats.
They are inflatable.
Stupid you shoots the. How many lifeboats are there?
Not my own lifeboat, but
No,
like,
I know. How many
yeah,
lifeboats come with a cruise? I'm gonna make you shoot the
it
last
depends.
one. Enough for every passenger. Let's just say 20.
Okay.
20 lifeboats functioning. Okay, we have 20 lifeboats, alright? You shoot the last one. It sinks, and the people get on back on the boat after being all wet, and they're like, what the crap is your problem?
I shot the last lifeboat, as in furthest from me. So
Furthest
I'm
from you.
yes.
Okay.
They're not back on the boat.
They're not back on the boat yet. Okay. They're still swimming
Yeah,
over there,
plus
doggy paddle
I
style.
I would just like to point out
This is
you
not
said
at all helping you find the domestic terrorist, by the way.
this is a tall boat.
Very, yes.
There are multiple layers of this boat.
There are also
It is
ladders. I've
it is a
decided.
boat
Ladders.
meant for
Was your point to kill them?
speed in water.
Was your point to kill them?
The Pacific is extremely cold. You would not last very long trying to swim in it.
The people die, and the gun is confiscated from you, and you are arrested. They are now holding you in just a cabin, and they're questioning you now of, you're the terrorist, aren't you? What's your response?
My response is, I'm the one who told you guys about the freaking terrorist. Why would I do that?
Maybe because you're trying to divert the blame or something. Like Among Us. It's a Gen Z person that's interviewing you, by the way.
Oh, if it's a Gen Z, they don't have enough brain power to tie a knot, so I undo my hands and then I
Oh.
run free.
Okay, you break free, punch him in the face, he's knocked out. Then you go outside and say, oh, he let me free. And then they
Yes.
do not give you the gun back, though. Okay, so Please give me something useful here. It's been almost 30 minutes and you've not made any progress, except for having
Okay.
multiple layers blown to shreds.
I mean, it's
How do you find the domestic terrorist? What's your first action?
my first course of action is to make sure I have all of the burgers and then get back on my boat, my
Okay,
lifeboat.
you get back on the lifeboat. Let's just say you wait for the 4 hours because you keep walking around doing stupid crap. The burgers. The bigger, no, not the bigger boat. The safe boat or whatever comes by and they're like, "Yo, what's up?" And then they're like, "Wait, no, you can't let us on." And they're like, "Why?" And then they're like, "'Cause we have a terrorist." So they let him on anyway, but they're like, "We can't get you to land unless we find out which one of you is a terrorist." So you're on a new boat, right? Completely brand new boat, right?
Bull crap.
New boat. They get everybody into their places, and you hear something. You know what you hear?
Well, I hear the
Bottom layer.
get back on
Bottom
my
layer starts to go
freaking
down. People start running back up, and they're like, "What the crap?" Pam just jumps off the boat and dies.
Well, I'm back on my lifeboat and swim away.
You
Well,
can't
not
do that. The Pacific, just like you said, homeboy. Also,
not
you're in the
swim away.
middle of the ocean. You can't
I
survive
mean,
that.
like ocean. I
It's
mean,
not like
like
you
get
have
on
a
my life.
Richard Parker that you can just live off of.
I know. Have you read Life of Pi?
Yeah.
Now I'm genuinely curious.
Okay, so listen.
You think he survived off of Richard
I mean, he
Parker?
survived partially because of Richard Parker, because his
That's
sanity
the
would have
only
depleted.
reason he didn't go insane.
Would you please, dear God, tell me
Robert
why
is
you
still
think a bomb went off on
alive.
the bottom of that boat if it's a brand new boat? Why do you think? It's so obvious.
Among Us.
Why do you think the bottom layer blew up?
Shoot, there's something in the water. The bomb is in the water. I did
No, you
that.
found the bombs.
Yeah, I found the bombs. I pushed them into the water. Now the boat got
They were
into
sinking
the water.
into the
Boat
Pacific. They're
dying.
way too far down now. They had like a
Okay.
30-minute timer. They exploded at like very far down.
Okay. Well then, I don't know why I'm not dead.
Okay, Robert, his smart self, tells you your not smart self, "Oh, well, that must mean somebody that was put on the bottom floor put them there."
Well, yeah, no crap.
Why didn't you say that? Okay. So
Why
they
didn't
bring up the
say
5 people that were on that bottom layer. Okay? One of them's the Mexican. I just want to clarify that in case you're racist. You're just going to interview him first. Just, Robert
No.
just says, "Hey, which one you interviewing first?" I'm not going to
First
tell you
thing-
which one the Mexican is. Hold on, I'm going to write down which one the Mexican. Okay. Say, which one are you interviewing?
I'm interviewing the cop because
Interesting.
they took my gun before they knew.
You tell
I
the
was-
cop, "I want to interview you." And they're like, "Oh, are you a fan of me?" And you're like, "Get down on the ground." So you take them to the interview room because it's like a police boat or something. I don't know. You take him to a dark room with a lamp. And then you're like, "All right, why can't you be the terrorist?" And he's like, "Where would I put the bombs?" It's your turn, by the way.
Dumb cop. I assume he's never been in a speech and debate class.
Yeah, never. He has never. He's like, "Where would I put the bombs?"
I definitely would have pointed out, firstly, like, hey, I'm a freaking cop. You're a random stranger who killed 16 people.
Well, he's a little bit nervous.
Change the fact that I killed 16 people.
Yeah, that's why he's nervous. It's because you freaking killed people. Tell me what you're asking him after he says, "Where would I put them?"
I'm asking him, can I have the gun back?
He says no and gets up to leave. Do you say anything before he leaves?
I don't let him leave. I say, you are the terrorist.
He's like, okay, well, prove it.
I say, I already have. And then I turn on a radio and start playing the whole, like, the Kira Death Note.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start playing that. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
You're not gonna hear it, but it's gonna be fun. Hold on. It's playing. Do your speech.
Okay. So basically, I killed a whole bunch of people earlier, and then the gun was confiscated and I was put into a room. I knocked out the person that was in the room and escaped and said he let me out of the room. However, if this dude was a real cop, he would have had those little microphone thingies and he could have messaged the other cop and said like, hey yo, where you at, cuh? He never did that. He's not a real cop. He is the terrorist.
Hold on. I have to find the beat drop.
Boosh.
I have to find the beat drop. Hold on. I gotta find it. I'm gonna just play the ending bit. Why is this an hour long? What the crap? Okay, never mind. You tell him he's not real. No, like, he's not a real cop. I'm sorry.
You're a fake friend. You would have supported me
You're
on
not
that
a
line.
real cop. And you tell him that because he doesn't have a gun. He doesn't have a badge. He doesn't even have a radio to talk with his amigos. And his uniform looks like it was from Walmart. So Robert comes in the room and he's like, hey, you made any progress? And you're like, yeah.
I say, close and lock the door immediately behind you. We have now outnumbered him. We both pin him down.
Okay, you pin him down. Please, I just, he told me to do it.
Of course he did. Of course there's some other person. You can't let me be smart and win a thing.
He did it.
And I
He's
would say,
slowly dying of oxygen loss, by the way.
why?
Robert is very upset with him. He's like,
I say, hey yo, Robert,
can
chill.
you
We're
not kill him?
We're here to interrogate
Robert's like,
him.
oh, fine. And then he stops making him choke.
Okay.
So the fake police officer is like, he told me to do it. He's another passenger on the boat. You can't let him off. And then he starts having a heart attack because he's really old. Like,
You just needed him to die.
I did. He starts dying. He dies
His
of heart attack.
last few. Wait, why didn't he show any earlier signs of? Okay, well, I'm gonna say.
So there's
Who
another
the
person that was
police-
influencing him. So Robert's like, okay, well, somebody was influencing him. How?
No, wait. He's having a heart attack. He's not dead yet. I go to the cop person and I say, who is he?
Okay.
Who's the?
He's actively going, ayo! Ayo!
Well, then I
Pam! He dies.
then I go find the guy named.
So he says the name Pam before he dies, and you're like, hey, Pam jumped off the boat. So you go outside and look under the boat, and you're like, huh.
And I'm gonna chill with the dudes, and oh shoot, Pam didn't die.
Yeah, you think? Genius. You look down at the lifeboats, which there's nobody there except for Pam. She's doing her nails.
I mean, to be fair, I did figure out the whole fake cop thing. You weren't even intending that solution, and
I'm not
know that.
intending any of this. I'm making it all up as I go.
I am aware. So for me to figure out something big brain while you're not even you didn't even know who the terrorist was.
Correct.
And I'm doing really good.
I didn't even think the rescue ship would arrive. You just kept doing stupid stuff, and I had to progress the plot.
Okay. So I go up to Pam. She does not know I know it's her. And I say, "Hey Pam,
What?
where's it from?" That's it. I just
Hold
say,
on, let
"Where
me
are
look
you?"
up something. I don't want to say something racist. I want to be funny, but like, I want
I
to be
mean,
funny, but not racist.
you just pointed out that you didn't want to be racist, so you get the pass. Plus, like, if you are, no one's gonna care. It's like two teenagers with some podcasts.
Uh, Hold
Then
on.
again, yeah, it's also good to not lose subscribers. So yeah, go ahead. Think of something not racist.
I'm from Tuvalu. That is a real country, apparently. Hold on.
Okay then.
Tuvalu. Yep, it's real. It's real. Let me just send
Um,
you the link. Yep, it's a real place. I'm from Tuvalu.
and then I'm gonna say, "Hey, truth or dare?"
Dare, obviously.
Okay. I dare you to see how long you can hold your breath underwater.
What? Why would I not? Oh! You push your head underwater. She's dying. So you're waterboarding her, but with actually drowning her. And then you pull her back like, what do you want from me? And you're like, are you the terrorist? And she's like,
I'm not a
yeah, but I was
terrorist.
just
I
doing it
know.
because I don't like that Mexican guy.
Just kill her. Like keep her under the water.
Please just let me walk. She dies.
Yeah,
So you
hey,
get
I
back
dare.
on the boat, and then you hear a sound. Yay! The sound is people cheering. It's not another boom. So everybody's cheering, everybody's
Yay!
happy, and then
So
suddenly, boom! That was a firecracker. So people are celebrating.
so I go up to the captain person and say, "Hey, it's fine. We got the terrorist. It was Pam. I
He
knew
gives
it
you
was her.
$100, and
Sounds
he's like, "Yo, you go spend that, homie."
Ooh,
And it's like,
yay!
"Hey, aren't you the guy that stole from the restaurant?" And then you slap him in the face. Ah! And then you run.
No,
You make it to land. Nobody arrests you,
honor
surprisingly.
me.
What?
Why would I slap the dude? He just
Because he
gave
was
me
about
money.
to... Okay, fine. You don't slap him. He's like, hey, aren't you the guy that robbed that one place?
Oh wait, I thought you meant like he was the guy that robbed that
No,
one
he was
place.
like, hey, aren't you the guy?
No, I do slap him in the face and run anyway.
Oh, no! You run.
Okay,
You make
so
it to land, and you thank your boss for endangering your life. And
no,
you
no,
also
no.
thank him for not putting you on the bottom floor.
Now the first thing I do is quit my job,
Quit your
invest that
job.
$100 in stocks,
Yeah.
and then tell my story of wait, no, don't spend the $100 in stocks. Spend the $100 in advertisements
Uh-huh.
and stuff and billboards and stuff advertising my new YouTube channel,
Yeah.
how I did it. And
I've
it's
never in my life seen a billboard for a YouTube channel.
but like think about it.
Who would
No
do
one
that? Who would stare at the link and be like, oh, I gotta do it fast before the car moves. HTT. Dang it!
No. I have a QR code there.
Okay.
And then everyone is going to take pictures of it and say, "Look how stupid this person is. How are you supposed to scan a QR code while you're driving?" Which gets them to take pictures of it and thus spread the word around the internet.
Oh, that's funny. And in trying to take a picture of it, they scan the QR code.
Yeah.
That's
Anywho,
funny.
so yeah. So
All right, so
on
you've done it. It took you
oh,
40 minutes. Well, it actually took you longer in the real time, but like,
in the
in reality, it took you 40 minutes to find a terrorist. It took you 20 to stop stealing burgers. um, Pam was racist. Jenny was racist. Robert was angry at all
Cool.
terrorists, and
Oh
you are
yeah,
just a thief and a criminal.
I'm a crim.
All right. Well, that was the episode of Let's Suppose That.
Yay! I can't wait to be the game master next
Oh,
time.
God. That's going to be
Yeah.
scary. All
That
right.
was a
Well,
big brain play though with the
it
cop,
was. It
with the
was.
fake cop.
Yeah. It
I can't
was.
wait to see that video because the music that's gonna be
I
fun.
played it so jankily. All right. Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
stop recording now. All right.
Okay. Well then, I guess podcast over. Subscribe to both
Yay. Do that.
channels.
We'll
Hopefully.
come up with the next episode soon.